And we start giving rewarding bad behavior by giving people.
All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation. The weight of the Owo Catholic Church massacre is too heavy to be treated lightly. In the eye of the law, such crimes demand justice of the highest priority. It is on this note that the Department of State Services, DSS, urged the Federal High Court in Abuja not to grant bail to 5 men being prosecuted for their alleged involvement in the June 5, 2022 attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo. The DSS also raised concern on the likelihood of the defendants evading trial in view of their connection with foreign fighters linked to Al-Shabaab terrorist group. The court also granted the request by DSS to hide the identity of witnesses in the case. Now let's share the moment with you.
When you look at the nature of the offenses that the defendants have been accused of, these people have been accused of belonging to a foreign terrorist organization. Let's protect our country. First of all, we need to be Nigerians before we talk about rights. So when people go about being accused of killing over 40 people that went worshipping, you cannot just allow them to roam the streets. We need to protect our country. That is why we have said they shouldn't be granted bail, because we don't know the length that they may have access to. That's why we have just said no for now. Let them remain in our custody. There's been a misconception that we charge them to court because of a fundamental rights suit. And I'm here to categorically state that that information is false. There is no such fundamental rights suit anywhere. What the DSS has done was to do an intensive investigation. You don't charge people to court without sufficient evidence to sustain those charges. Nobody has stopped them from meeting their lawyers. It's just procedure.
I mean, BKO, the revelation, what do you make of the revelation, by the DSS on this matter, that they're working with foreign terrorist organization?
Yes, it's not new. Boko Haram is also affiliated to
Al-Qaeda,
ISIS.
Okay, ISIS, okay.
They call themselves IS now. And remember, Shekau had initially pledged loyalty to ISIS.
Okay.
But when ISIS in 2016 got tired of Shekau's antics, especially the fact that he was killing fellow Muslims recklessly, they then said, okay, we are removing you as leader of the group in Nigeria. And we are bringing Abu Musab al-Banawi, the son of the founder of Boko Haram, to take over. That was how Boko Haram split into two. Because Shekau refused to give up his position for Habib, otherwise known as Habib Yusuf, otherwise known as Abu Musab al-Banawi, to take over. And they fought till death. The injuries that killed Abu Musab Banawi was from
the battle that it took to Shekau. Shekau
didn't want to be taken alive. Because that was the mandate that they gave Abu Musab Banawi. Shekau used the suicide vest to take his own life. That was what happened back then. But he had the courage to go to Shekau's camp, with the desire to arrest him and unify the group based on the order of Islamic State, because they started calling them Islamic State West Africa Province. Which means, yes, Islamic States, that means Islamic State group in West Africa. That's what it means. So these groups are affiliated to different terrorist groups. They get their funding, they get their inspiration from these groups. Some are affiliated to Al-Shabaab, which is based in Somalia. Some are affiliated to ISIS. Some are affiliated to Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda came before ISIS.
ISIS, yes.
So it's right. The DSS was right in saying that they were affiliated to terrorist groups. And Ansaru, which broke away from Boko Haram, is also believed to be affiliated to Al-Shabaab. You know, this Al-Shabaab gets a lot of funding, a lot of Somalians who are doing very well in America, who had big jobs in America. They gave up their jobs to go and become terrorists in their country. They came with good funding to go and become. So it's a terrible thing to see people who are doing well and they gave up those jobs just to go and become terrorists. That's what this kind of dogma can do to a human being. So they were right. And I think also that the decision to shield the witnesses was a very good one, because, look, if you do not protect those witnesses, they will give testimony today, the next day, if not the same day, they are dead. Remember when Goodluck Jonathan went to Maiduguri to have a meeting with the elders about Boko Haram, the peak of Boko Haram insurgency. Some of the people came to testify. Some of the women who gave testimony on that day, they wasted them.
Yeah, they were hunted down. Yeah, I heard that.
They wasted them. Remember also when Obasanjo went to the same Maiduguri, yes, to have meetings on Boko Haram with a view to solving the problem. Remember one of the people who hosted him, that one was believed to be close to Mohammed Yusuf. They killed him. So you must protect people who are going to give testimony against these guys. Otherwise, all of those witnesses will die. And in future, maybe threats will not even let them come forward to give crucial testimony that can help the case. So it's better they get protected, maybe by a screen. Sometimes they just use a screen. It's the voice alone that you'll be hearing, and then
all right, CKN, you're a man who knows about law, okay? But to the layman, they don't understand why is it that they conceal witnesses' identity. Maybe you try to explain this to us. I mean, do you think if they conceal the identity, it could affect public confidence and transparency, or? Yes. To the layman out there who don't understand.
Yes, let me start by commending the current DG of DSS, in the person of Mr. Adeola Ajayi. He's doing a fantastic job. Where they're getting it right, we commend them. Where they're not getting it right, we talk about it. That's why we are journalists. We don't have any interest in anybody. Nigeria belongs to all of us.
We have no dog in the fight.
So we don't have no dog in the fight. Ours is to say the way it is. This, I can call me young man. Well, everybody wants to be young. This young man has been doing his job diligently without making any noise. And that is what a spy agency
they are getting results now.
Yes, spy agency like DSS, that's what when it was established as SSS in those days. I remember, is it Rafin Dandy? What's that man?
That one, that was...
remember in those days? I don't know the name they called them. I don't know what they called them then. Is it SNS? Something, one of them, there's a name they used to, you remember? They used to be in those days.
I think that it was their leader. You are talking about 1983.
Yes, 1983. He's head of not seen.
NSO.
NSO, that's what I was saying, NS something.
NSO.
He's head, you don't get to see them. It's of recent we've started seeing people wearing DSS vests all over the place. You go to party, you see DSS. No, that's not their job. They are secret. They work secretly and get results.
Yes.
When they move, they have enough intel to do their job. And that is why I like what this man is doing. He's reversing back to what they are used. And look at what happened. The Ansarul, leader, and the deputy, they've been looking for them. They just picked them up.
They picked them like a fowl.
They just picked them like a fowl. Like just like that. These are guys that have been looking. Then other
even the Americans were impressed.
Yes, I mean, for the first time you see American commended. Even the NSA himself commended, called them out. So that is what we are talking. Then coming back to your question, yes, it's not only in Nigeria that you shield identity of witnesses. Even in the US, in the UK, and the rest of them, there are high-profile cases that you don't need to. The must shield the witnesses because of what he has said. And also, don't forget the fact that even here, unlike what was happening before, the police, do you notice that the police have gone back to what it used to be? They no longer parade people like that. There is a law now that Inspector General of Police have, at least I know of Lagos, and probably Abuja. In Abuja before, you see that the spokesperson of the police will bring out line of people, bring out gun and the rest of them. Nobody does that again. You know the reason?
The Attorney General has even outlawed.
Yes, it's from Attorney General.
Because they've not been proven as
that is it.
guilty.
Because they attempt to be innocent until proven guilty. So some of those people you are parading, at the end of it, they may just not be guilty. But you already damaged it. So I totally agree with the DSS. I totally agree with the court. The witnesses must be shaded for their own protection.
Absolutely.
So that nothing will happen to them. And they can be able to give the necessary information that's necessary.
Information needed for the trial.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we need to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation.
Okay.